before delivering, as opposed to anticipating them being open because of the strength of his arm, and he doesn't mind showing it off.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a first down throw. Stafford brought in over the middle by Grant. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On first down, Stafford here. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Third and long, it's Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Stafford on first down. That is caught at the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken near the 13. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Murray. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the first rounder, Vernon Hargreaves. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
It's brought in left side by Tate. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Six yards to go here on second down. Stafford looks to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
Murray now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Robinson, the rookie from Alabama, in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Set, 319. 319.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's the first time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Ziggy Ansah, able to drop him for a loss of 4. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing here, Stafford. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Prater on to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken near the 13. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were looking there for Wes Welker, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.